Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, this is Red Gal. This is Seiken Densetsu 3, which has recently been rebranded as Trials of Mana. It's a game that was originally released in Japan, sequel to Secret of Mana, part of the same series. And it's recently been translated to English for the first time and is now getting a full remake. Ground up 3D remake. All of which I'm very excited about. And it's a game I've had on my list for a while anyway, so I figured I'd do a playthrough. Unfortunately, they don't have it released on anything I can get hooked up to my recording software right now, so I am still going to be playing off of the old fan translation, but hey, that's okay. So this game has 6 playable characters, which you can see above, and I'm starting this off by playing through the intros for each of the 6 characters. I'm going to post all of those together, and we're going to let people vote on which character we're going to use as our main character, because the stories actually change based on who is your main character. Specifically the opening part of the middle and the very end. So, without further ado, we're going to start with Duran, because simple. And we're just going to pick any other 2 characters, because it doesn't matter. Some great Mode 7 graphics. Each character has a playable intro. It's the first, 10 to 20 minutes of the game at most. There's a cool little cutscene, some scrolling. It's generally pretty straightforward. Duran is probably the most straightforward and stereotypical character you've got. He's a knight. He's the warrior character. He has the best defense and the best... I think it's just the best offense and defense at a base level. The other characters have a lot with modifications. So he has lots of big single hits. But he attacks pretty slow. You can see when he raises his sword kind of up in the air, there's a little animation. That's when his attack is ready again. And the meter on the bottom is your special bar. So Duran is a slow single-hitting attacker. He can use a sword through most of the game. Some versions of him can use a shield. Mercenary. His father's one of the king's knights and went missing. He's an awesome swordsman. So there's class changes later in the game, and his classes, if we go light side, he can use shields, he can use some healing magic, and kind of has some buffs, holy element weapons and such. If we go dark, he doesn't get to use shields, and he gets the elemental saber spells from Secret of Mana. Also sleep, we get some little flashbacky cutscene. His dad's gonna go after the Dragon Emperor. I really hope that in the remake, some of these sprites are not the generic ones, because I'm pretty sure that's the generic child sprite, the generic knight sprite, the generic, female sprite. So yeah. Duran's tragic backstory. There's a lot of tragic backstories in this game. So yeah, I'll be honest and say I'm not the biggest fan of Duran as a character overall, because he is the most stereotypical. He's the big swordsman hero, whose ultimate goal is to go slay the dragon, kill the evil wizard, slay the dragon. And his quest starts out as just well, we'll see that in just a moment. We're gonna actually get some gameplay. And we fell asleep on duty. Everybody's fallen. I apparently went the wrong way. Let's forget to backtrack. You see the Red Wizard, who has this really cool, Alucard style after effect going. Pride is insulted, and we get wrecked. The Red Wizard does, or has, all the powerful spells. So yeah, we're basically the Kingdom of Knights is attacked by the Kingdom of Wizards. Wizard of the Red Lotus from Altina. Altina is the Magic Kingdom. Forsana is the Kingdom of Warriors. So his story is intertwined with one of the other characters, Angela, who is from Altina. Each of the character pairs has their stories kind of interwoven. There's actually only 3 full stories, basically, but they're slightly different depending on which side you start from. Duran's mumbling to himself and drinking and pissing off his little sister, making her cry. Hero stuff. I believe, so if we go over here, Duran's kind of taking this really hard. So instead of doing something reasonable, let's see, where is it? That's right up here. Instead of doing something reasonable, we're going to go to a fortune teller. And the fortune teller tells him about class changing after he threatens them. Yeah. This is the reason that Duran's not my favorite. Class you'll be changing into his immature bully. Great. So yeah. His whole thing is he thinks he's not strong enough and he needs to beat the wizard. So he's going to, at this point, try and sneak out without talking to his family. To get stronger. Abandoning his king and his kingdom, who were just attacked and had everybody die. Abandoning his family. Yeah. And his aunt and the king reveals the king had kind of expected him to do this and gives him his dad's sword. It's a neat little twist on it, but yeah. So we get to go talk to the king. Talks about the honor of the kingdom a little bit and how he has to beat the wizard to reclaim his honor. And the king understands because he's a king of crazy warrior knights. We'll leave with a little bit more triumph, a little bit more confidence, the permission of the king, you know, important things. And having talked to our family. We have a short walk. We do have to clear this area. Poison ends after you beat all the enemies on the screen, so we get that for free. Got a honey drink. Nice. That was either really lucky or just how that part of the game works, one or the other. Okay, so we're gonna head this way and we're gonna get our second cutscene, which is where we're gonna be wrapping up Duran's intro. So I believe from here we're getting the same intro as everybody else. Duran's not super articulate. Okay. Sets off on journey to the Holy City. Determined to beat the wizard. Little did he know the fate of the world was about to be placed in his hands. Okay. And we get the opening credits. So, all of the characters basically have this same intro. I believe basically up to this screen. So this is how far we're going to play with each character. So next video, we're going to do Kevin. Actually, no, we'll do Angela next, because her story is the one that's connected to Duran. That way we get those paired off. We'll see the other side of her with Aaron and Altino. So once you've watched all of these videos, there's going to be a link in the description for each one that'll let you go to the poll so you can vote. Hopefully you are enjoying these. Once we get all the videos up, I'm probably going to give it a little bit of time, and then once I feel like people have had time to vote, we'll get everything updated, and I will start a clean playthrough. We'll replay the intro when we do that, since I can't save 6 times. Yeah, so we will... I'm going to upload all 6, so you'll be able to go right into Angela's. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments, give me a like and subscribe. Make sure you vote once you've watched all the videos, or just if you have a favorite character if you're already familiar with it. And as always, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.